Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Fans of Bachelor in Paradise were finally able to see Jeremy Simon go off. Brian Otts disclosed to Bailey Brown that Jeremy Brown not only called Susie Evans to persuade her to return, but he still keeps a candle for her. Bailey admitted after the program aired that Season 10 has been difficult for her to watch. She hinted about her relationship status with Jeremy after the show. Stay tuned for more. Unfortunately, Jeremy did not receive the comeuppance that many expected to witness. He lied again, telling Bailey that he never said he'd propose to Susie if she came back. But social media criticism appears to have reached the reality star. He took to Instagram to accept responsibility for the way he handled Bailey. However, he argued that the audience only saw a small portion of their relationship. One user pointed out that Jeremy was caught on tape indicating he would propose to Susie but later lied to Bailey, claiming he never said so. Jeremy's Instagram post garnered nearly 1,000 responses, including one from Bailey herself. Fans thought she'd come to her senses and ditch him permanently, but she indicated otherwise. She wrote, "I am glad we chose each other, and I couldn't imagine having anyone else as my partner." Many Bachelor in Paradise viewers interpreted this to suggest Bailey and Jeremy left the program together and are still in a relationship. Needless to say, the concept that Bailey forgave Jeremy and is still with him did not sit well with viewers of the series. They responded to her reply, encouraging her to dump him for good. It was the kind of episode that left Bachelor in Paradise fans buzzing long after the credits rolled. Social media timelines lit up with hashtags, reaction GIFs, and an endless carousel of hot takes. Everyone had an opinion about what they'd just witnessed, Jeremy Simon's long-anticipated meltdown. For weeks, viewers had been waiting for the moment that promos teased endlessly, the one in which Jeremy would go off. And now, in episode 12, it finally happened. But rather than a cathartic comeuppance or a satisfying piece of reality TV karma, the moment only deepened the mystery and frustration surrounding Jeremy's season-long arc. The flashpoint had been building slowly. It all started when Brian Otts, a contestant known for flying under the radar until now, made the decision to break what many in the Paradise community jokingly call the bro code. During a tense one-on-one with Bailey Brown, Brian dropped a bombshell that reframed the entire narrative of the season. Jeremy had not only called Susie Evans, after she had already left Paradise, to persuade her to come back, but he also confessed to still holding a candle for her. This wasn't a fleeting crush or a nostalgic mention. Brian claimed Jeremy went as far as telling several contestants that he'd propose to Susie if she returned. The information was explosive. The Jeremy-Bailey pairing had been one of the season's most prominent love stories, surviving rose ceremonies, challenge weeks, and the occasional rumor storm. To hear that Jeremy had been working behind the scenes to bring another woman back into the fold, and that his supposed dream girl wasn't the woman he was currently dating, was a shock to viewers and contestants alike. Bailey's reaction in the moment was a masterclass in composure, but those who know her well saw the flicker of hurt in her eyes. She kept her voice calm, nodded, and thanked Brian for telling her. But inside, the gears were already turning. After the episode aired, Bailey admitted in interviews that Season 10 has been excruciating for her to watch back. Seeing things for the first time alongside the audience, moments she didn't know happened, side conversations she was never privy to, felt like reopening an old wound over and over again. In a cryptic post-show podcast appearance, she hinted at her relationship status with Jeremy, dodging direct confirmation but dropping enough breadcrumbs to keep fans guessing. The night the episode aired, Bachelor Nation Twitter expected fireworks, Bailey confronting Jeremy in a public showdown, a tearful breakup, maybe even a dramatic exit from the beach. But to their collective shock, that's not what happened. Jeremy denied Brian's claims outright, looking Bailey dead in the eye and insisting he never told anyone he'd proposed to Susie. "That's not who I am," he said, voice low and steady, "and you know me better than to believe gossip." The problem for Jeremy was that Paradise is not a place where gossip stays gossip. A clip from earlier in the season, one that had been sitting in the editor's vault, surfaced in a mid-episode flashback. The footage showed Jeremy, lounging in a hammock with two other contestants, saying almost word for word, "If Susie came back, I'd put a ring on her finger tomorrow." The revelation set off alarm bells in living rooms across the country. Fans paused, rewound, and screen captured the moment for proof. Social media erupted. "Did Jeremy forget he's literally on camera 24/7? One tweet read. Another popular post said, "Gaslighting level, Paradise Edition." Bachelor Nation has seen plenty of questionable behavior from contestants over the years, but Jeremy's decision to lie about something caught on tape, and then double down, was bold even by reality TV standards. By the next day, the backlash had reached a boiling point. Jeremy, clearly aware of the noise, took to Instagram to address the situation. His post was a carefully crafted wall of text, written in the familiar rhythm of Bachelor alum apologies, a mix of contrition, explanation, and defense. "I want to take a moment to acknowledge my actions," he wrote. "Watching the season back, I can see how my words and decisions hurt Bailey, and for that I am truly sorry. What you saw on screen was a small fraction of our relationship, and I wish the full picture had been shown. We had incredible moments that didn't make the cut, and my feelings for her were real." Some followers appreciated the gesture. Others saw it as a half-hearted attempt to spin the narrative. One particularly pointed comment, which quickly racked up likes, read, "We saw you say you proposed to Susie. The cameras don't lie, Jeremy." Among the nearly 1,000 comments on the post was one from Bailey herself, a move that shocked fans almost as much as the scandal itself. While many expected her to unload on him publicly or at least distance herself, her message was the opposite. "I am glad we chose each other," she wrote. "I couldn't imagine having anyone else as my partner." The comment section exploded. Supporters of Bailey's strong, independent image couldn't wrap their heads around the idea that she might have forgiven him. "Girl, no. Absolutely not," one fan replied. Another said, "This is why women stay in toxic relationships. Come on, Bailey, we believed in you." As the speculation spread, a clear picture began to emerge. Bailey and Jeremy had likely left Paradise together and, against all odds, and viewer expectations, were still together months later. Theories sprang up about how the show's editing might have exaggerated Jeremy's wrongdoings, or whether Bailey simply valued the relationship enough to overlook the betrayal. But for most Bachelor in Paradise viewers, the idea that Bailey forgave Jeremy so quickly felt like watching a favorite character in a TV drama make the wrong choice. They'd invested weeks into her story, rooted for her to find someone trustworthy, and now she seemed to be doubling down on a romance many believed was doomed from the start. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.